Okay, so we are back for Shadowrun after a 6-week break, I think it ended up being. We are 40 sessions in, and it is Season 2, Episode 2. It is the third day of the first month of 2051, which means I should have opened something else on my computer so I can reference it. So, today at the table, well, technically online, today we have Jeremy.
Good evening, all. Yes, I'm playing Declan Deadshot, grew up on the streets of Seattle, an elf who had no understanding of who his family or things like that might have been. Dreamed of joining the Ancients as the ultimate family of elves, and so developed himself, built his writing skills, and they are typically on the verge of joining the Ancients or getting noticed by the Ancients. Apparently, he's discovered he does have family that has some rather weird connections, and for the last 6 months or so, he's been spending a lot of time down south in Angel Grove, where he found a apparently family heirloom that had been left to him, and that he's started to change him in ways that he doesn't really understand yet.
Okay, so a question for Desrin is, what is your character's goal?
Well, the immediate answer would be, hey, I want to become an ancient. If he gave him more time to think about it now, he might realise that actually there are other things in life that might be important. So,
You can always add to that
necessarily
later.
work out that's what they are. So,
You're more than welcome to add
they're
that
certainly worth
later.
investigating.
So I'll be noting down, become an ancient and investigate other things in life worth achieving.
Yep, because as I said, like, it's certainly the immediate answer is the one that he's had for as long as he can remember. But things have happened in the last 6-12 months.
And for a lot of characters, once they achieve their goal, may retire. So that brings us to Ross.
Yes, I play Womp, a troll who has been medically experimented upon by, Ascorp, or Azek Technologies, and has escaped from their evil clutches. Basically, follower of Ekithump from the BBC Pantheon, since they experimented him with basically watching constant TV shows from the BBC, from the 60s to the 2000 era TV, to see what happens. So I'm now the follower of Ekithump. I'm basically the party healer. I'm good at healing, good at augmenting things, and things like that, as long as you don't have cybernetics, which I think most of the party do have cybernetics.
It does make interesting things. And what is Womp's character's goal?
Well, he's now getting interested in magic, so he's wanting to learn as much as possible in the field of magic without having to go into the corrupted. I'm aware of the corrupted side, aren't I?
You would be some sort of aware of the corruption that exists.
Yeah, was it the blood magic and that?
Not just blood magic, there are many forms of corrupted magic.
Yeah, well, I'm not familiar with the insect spirits of that yet. I'm
talking about the fact that a lot of shamans can go evil and basically destroy the environment around them.
Yeah.
And their magic actually pollutes the world around them.
Yeah, so basically...
That's not just blood magic, that is magic in general. You can corrupt the environment or you can heal the environment.
Yeah, okay, so I'm more of on the healing side, not the corrupting side. So recently I fled to the UK, because from the books and that, they're supposed to have the Fae and all that stuff in there. So basically, I was trying to see if I could get in contact with them and see if I could learn anything.
So we,
And also, I had my sister in that country.
So you hid your sister in the UK?
Mm.
There's no need to hide her, she's harmless. Or at least handless.
Well, she's probably now got a cybernetic just to help with that, you know, everyone's got cybernetics. So your character spent a few months in the UK?
Yes.
Okay. Then we move over to Al and her character, who's currently on mute. There we go.
Yeah, we were talking while on mute. Okay, well, so I play, I'm Elle, hi, and I play Talon. And Talon is an elf that came from a very, average background, which I haven't yet fully realized and maybe need to think about a little bit more. And basically, he is a somewhat morally compromised person who kind of just does what she does to feel good in this world and get the quick fix. And when we got all that money at the end of last season, I went over. So I had this idea, right? I don't know, haven't read the book, so I don't know if this is a really bad idea, but I reckon I went over to somewhere like China and quickly lost all of my funds in a massive bet. I was distraught. I was hoping to use those funds to pay off a lot of my debts over these failing strip clubs, which I'd never, ever quite get off the ground, and bring in profit. And at this point, I'm kind of feeling a little bit like maybe I want to kind of do things differently and get out of this lifestyle that I'm in, but I have a lot of hang-ups, and one of them is gambling, booze, and loose people. And I use people because I refer to all the genders.
And so what is Talon's goal?
I think Talon's goal is to try to start doing shit right, and when she makes money, stop wasting it gambling, so she can actually finally start to become the business owner that she should be. And maybe find love.
Okay, I'm sure you can find many forms of that in the game. Probably very few you'd actually want to have, but you can find many forms.
Gateworks available. Especially if you're willing to spend money.
I'm sure he only charges by the hour.
So you're trying to make your motorbike jealous?
For friends, I'm sure we can talk with a weekly rate.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk to her.
Okay, then we're over to Josh.
Hi. I'm Josh. I play Flogger. Flogger big burly troll. Flogger surprisingly makes sentence. Built like brick wall. Dumber than fence post. Like to smush things into particles. Oh, that's at least 3 syllables. Hey, Flogger's got some intelligence.
Flogger's starting to sound like Zathras from Babylon 5.
Yes.
Okay, so we now do not go to Zahudun.
So, as mentioned, Flogger's a big, buff, burly troll. Your literal damage sponge, and willing to, or is trying to get a load of damage output as well.
So, how did Flogger lose his funds from last season?
How did Flogger lose his funds? Flogger probably would have gone interstate. There would have been probably a few news reportings of buildings having doors missing.
He got make great on 2 tons of ice cream.
Yeah, pretty much. Spending it a bit on ice cream, but probably also spending it on ways to make him hit harder and probably take a bit more damage. So basically, when you next see Flog, he's probably kitted out a bit better than just some brass knuckles. So he's probably gone into probably the black market somewhere and it acquired some hardware basically.
Okay, so what is Flogger's goal? What does Flogger want to do?
Well, Flogger obviously wants to repay the favor from Mr. Flogger. He still has that major favor from him. But then Flogger is going along the path of basically trying to become a mercenary for hire, and possibly be feared as one of the most toughest melee brawlers known around.
Okay, so you don't talk about Fight Club very often then?
No. but you can absolutely mention Fight Club to Flogger, and Flogger will go, "What is Fight Club?" You
hasn't
fight
found Fight Club yet?
You fight with club, I fight with fists.
And that brings us to M.
Hello, I play Bolt, your ever lovable and probably now very large, fluffy humanoid. And we've got High Mountain. Again.
Hi, Mia.
Mochi, no, there was a reason why you were kicked out. Good, everyone's gonna be. Yes, so I think I have a vague memory that I went with Desrin to Angel Grove to see if I can practice or understand the powers that I got towards the end of last season. And I guess I don't know how successful I was in that, but I hope that I was, and that I now I know how to. I think, as you mentioned, Martin, that I should be able to transform between like a more human, and my humanoid.
You can be either a weak human, a hybrid that you're used to, or a actual wolf.
Yeah. So I'm hoping in that 6 months I've either worked out how to go either full wolf or go back to being human and the hybrid, one of those options. And then still currently working on getting the one that I didn't quite get. So I'm going to presume, given that he's used to being more of a hybrid form, he probably got the wolf form and is working on how he got the human form still. In terms of how I lost the money, well, I was running around a forest for 6 months, so who knows? The data chips probably got buried out there somewhere, and some prospector might get lucky one day.
Or we left it with Declan for safekeeping.
Or I left it with Desrin for safekeeping, who knows? One of those
Obviously, that case.
They're either with Desrin.
So what?
Either way, they're gone for good.
Either way.
I was about to say, if you've given it to Desrin, it's been blown on motorcycle parks and hookers.
Probably.
And what does Bolt want to achieve in life?
Well, now that he has a better understanding of himself, and maybe has had more memories come back, is wondering whether there are any more of his brothers and sisters like him, and how he could potentially reach them / rescue them / build his own pack up, and maybe make his way in life that way.
Colin, are you interested in furry creatures? Your love interest is right there.
I don't discriminate.
Did Bob remember all the brothers and sisters that were in the library that we went through a couple months ago?
Yeah.
There's quite a few he could rescue.
Mm.
Yes,
Okay.
but they've got to be, because Bolt knows he's different, because he's seen like his big brother, the total like other end of the scale, like can't control their anger, can't control their emotions, and will blow
Okay,
up
so
at the smallest thing.
he's not just looking for other hybrids, he's looking for special hybrids like him.
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
Others that have kind of flown under the radar because they've had to, but have a better control over their emotional sort of well-being than say like his big brother who went crazy.
Okay, so it has been 7 months since the rest of you have been in Seattle. You had taken leave and remembered not to come back before the new year had passed over. And in that time away, Flogger has collected his deck of doors.
Yes.
Did you learn how to shuffle them?
We'll get there.
The only downside to collecting his deck of doors is he can't remember where he put it.
No. It's interstate somewhere. Great.
Well, it's not something you can take through customs most times,
No.
as some of the doors you have are actually highly illegal.
Probably.
No, I couldn't be obtained illegally.
Yes.
So
First off hinges.
anything with the biohazard symbol on it would probably not be taken too lightly.
Oh yeah, that too. Ah. Well, that gets rid of all the diamonds.
So, as you find yourself back at the Dead Shop building, didn't remember it having the name Dead Shop on the side of it last time.
Uh-huh.
He never looked at the building, he called doors.
You find that there's a coffee shop and supermarket in the base of the building.
Yeah.
So the Stuffer Shack has moved in and claimed the space. Considering Stuffer Shack is owned by Az Technology, who technically owns the building.
Yep.
And to your surprise, there is a troll-sized lift in the main foyer.
Ah.
Normally, if you step on the lift, you exceed the weight threshold of just being you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
No more stairs for you.
Okay, so you've arrived and managed to make it in there. Bolt, you didn't actually come in via customs. It's a bit hard to come in via customs in
I'm
your
not
form.
surprised.
You were freighted in.
I was on the special plane, and I probably got parachuted off said special plane.
Went in the cargo hold with the pet.
I'm sure she is, though I will say to M that your voice is to L that your voice is a little quiet at the moment.
Oh, is it?
No, L's voice is, not M's.
Oh, right, sorry.
Alright, here I am.
Yeah, that's a bit clearer.
Yeah.
Then we also have a lot of background noise from Jeremy at the moment as well.
Sorry, I keep meaning to mute while not talking, but yes, I'll do that.
Okay, so yes, as you come in, so you're going to be dropped in via parachute, you say?
Well, that sounds. That's how I got into Angel Grove. So, I think.
I'm sure we can arrange with Val for a pick up and drop off.
Okay, so do you parachute as a wolf, or as a hybrid, or as a human?
Or in a crate.
As a hybrid.
Okay. So
As I said, I haven't quite got my human side down pat. I'm still working on that. Oh god, I think I shush. But yeah, I don't think jumping out of a plane in my wolf form sounds like a good idea. Even Bolt knows that sounds like a bad idea.
well, there is this slight side effect of every time you change form, your clothes don't fit the other forms.
Yes, that's true. That is also true.
How good are your hybrid claws at pulling a whipcord? We'll find out halfway down.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, no, the biggest trouble you have is clothes. Because
Is what? Sorry, I missed that.
clothing.
Oh, clothing.
Because clothing does not resize.
I might. I'm going to presume there's a way to fix that, and I will look into that later.
And
Yeah, there's a way to fix it. That's where all your money went.
And you make your way into the Dead Shop building, recognizing the name on the side. You see Flugger happily walking to a lift as you arrive.
Nice.
And then you notice
You in before the door closes?
that would require being in a confined environment. I believe Bolt has a few issues with being enclosed indoors.
Bolt normally just takes the stairs because he knows he can do those in about 5 seconds flat, so...
Okay, so as Bolt
And
goes
currently
in,
sacred enclosed environment Flogger.
as Bolt goes in to take the stairs, Bolt notices that the stairs have a ramp on the side. So it's actually quite possible for you to easily run up and down in wolf form.
Wait, I'm gonna give that a go.
Okay, so you change into wolf form and rush on up.
You say Declan's here to help. Had nothing to do with him riding his motorcycle up and down.
The fact it caters to that too is not a bad thing. Okay, so yes, you beat Womp to the top. And as you're doing that, we have Tarlin rocking up, looking a little bedraggled, clothing all askew, stepping out of a car. Not even sure whose car it was she stepped out of. What does Tarlin remember of the last few hours?
Not much. But she... I really don't know. Is it appropriate for me to just say not much, but she had an amazing time?
That's perfectly acceptable.
And she's really hungover.
And you're looking at your hand, and the building you're at matches the number on your hand, so you must be here for a reason.
Okay. Do I have to expand on that?
Not really.
Okay. So maybe I met someone, and I obviously maybe accepted a job or something, and
You sure it was
I
important?
maybe got drunk.
No. You come back to your boyfriend's house.
Look, all I know is that I got really, really wasted last night. I met some crazy people. I think I was told to do something. I felt like it was important. I wrote this thing on my hand, and then I rolled out of whatever car I was in, and now I'm here.
Okay, you make it to the front desk, and you realize that there's a room number on the address.
Okay.
And the security guard at the desk asks you, how can he help, looking you up and down.
I just tell him that I have a meeting in room blah blah blah. Please, I would like to proceed to this room.
Just give me a moment. I'll just ring ahead. And Desrin gets a call on the intercom.
Cool. Presumably Declan's used to this by now, so...
Well, it's
it's
his first intercom call. He hasn't actually had one before.
Oh, okay. So he'll probably take a moment then to look around for the button that apparently there's something buzzing at him.
You see a picture of the security guard saying that there's someone here saying they have a meeting with you, and you see the camera change to a rather wrecked-looking Talon, looking like she's just come off the dance floor and maybe a few other things at the same time.
Yeah, send her up.
Yes. Miss, you may go up now, he says to Talon, and gestures towards the express lift.
And I say thank you, fine sir, and I make my way.
When you get in, you find there's no buttons at all.
Stumble.
Yeah, I stumbled.
He just watches from the desk and waves at you, letting you find your way to the lift.
Yep. And, yep.
So once you step inside, we go over to Womp. You've just arrived after being on the plane flight for 2 days.
Yep.
Because they had to have a day stopover due to some unfortunate damage to the engines.
Okay.
And you spend 24 hours in Hong Kong.
Ooh, interesting.
Apparently someone was trying to kill you in Hong Kong. So it's been close to about 24 hours or so since you've actually had a wink of sleep. As you've been trying to figure out who's been trying to kill you all the way back to Seattle.
I thought we made up with the Yakuza.
You don't know who it is?
Yeah.
So, you...
And I'm right trying to think who's killing it.
And your airport taxi dropped you on the edge of the Barrens, making you walk for 10 blocks.
Okay. A nice stroll, see how much the neighbourhood has changed.
You notice that your old gang hideout has been leveled. Looks like a mortar strike.
Okay.
And then when you finally get in view of the building that the other guys have been living out of, you see Deadshot on the side of it.
His face is placed all over on it.
Not his face, his name.
Oh, okay. Great, so his ego's grown even more.
And as you walk into the building, you realize you don't actually have accommodation here because you had avoided getting some.
Yeah, but my accommodation is now a crater.
It is. Luckily, you didn't leave anything important behind.
Yeah, I normally travel light anyway.
Well, if it's not with you, it's not important anymore.
Yeah.
So, what do you say to the reception who's not seen you before?
Deadeye in. Or Desmond.
Yes, Mr. Deadeye is in. Who may I say is calling?
Womp.
One moment, sir. And then for Desmond's delight, he gets a second intercom call for the day. He's very popular today. 2 calls. And he's also on mute.
It's alright, I know the way.
Says, I'm sorry, but I need to ring you up first before I can let anyone up. Has Jeremy stepped away from the computer, or has he not noticed he's on mute?
Sorry, I forgot to put myself on mute. No, I made a comment about the idea. Hang on, Declan's already done so much work today. He's already answered 1 call. Surely the second one can wait till tomorrow. But no, here we'll. Curious. Excellent again.
As you pick up,
she got up here. It's all good. We're done. Fine.
You hear a knock on the door as you're picking up the phone, and you see the security guard saying that there's a troll here by the name of Womp who wants to see you.
Yeah, okay.
Is that a send him up, or you'll come down and get him?
No, send him up. That's fine. That's fine. As he's walking over to open the door for
the love interest. So how does Desmond look when he opens the door?
Well, he's going to be back for a little while, hasn't he?
This is your 3rd day back.
Yeah, okay. He's back in. He'd be okay. He'll be still looking a bit greasy and dirty and mucky because he's working on the other bike in the main living area. So,
why not? You have space.
he's not working on Tatiana. He's working on his old bike just to keep it in trim and shape. For nostalgia's sake.
And as you open the door, you see a wolf, a troll, and a bedraggled elf.
And we now walk into a bar.
I was going to say, what's the punchline? You guys look like you've had fun.
And then there's a ding, and you see another troll step out.
Good to have you back, but don't you want to drop your bags in your room first?
Well, Bolt doesn't look like Bolt has any bags because Bolt is in wolf form.
Beep! Fat puppy.
Does Puppy bite after being patted? Which we don't know.
2 seconds, man.
All good.
Declan certainly actually takes a bit of a step back, realising the wolf form there type stuff, recognising that okay, yeah, it's going to be Bolt, but also Tatiana certainly had a very healthy fear of Bolt. So.
Sorry, to answer your question, who was patting me? I couldn't
normally-
quite hear because we were just putting me to bed.
Who normally pets you?
Oh, if it's Womp, that's fine. I probably wag my tail. Because I haven't seen Womp in a while.
You can smell fresh blood on Womp.
Oh, noted for later.
Okay, so you all end up cramming yourself in through the doorway into Desrin's place, not necessarily giving each other room because hey, that's how you guys roll.
Surprised the door's still on here.
It is reinforced enough that Flogger would struggle to take it off.
Excuse me.
Declan knows his colleagues.
And as you all arrive in there, Desrin remembers that he got a message from someone you stayed with in the last year who had some good news for each of you, if he can remember.
Well, Declan probably does, but I'm certainly not at the moment, if it's something we've already talked about.
Okay, so do you remember how Miss Mercurial sent you a message?
Excuse me.
Do you remember Miss Mercurial's message?
Yes. Because that's when I was talking about the fact that, yes, we in the last session we've basically done character development type stuff without necessarily having a lot of plot development. But then I had a vague thought about it, actually, towards the end of the session, I had a vague thought that something happened. And so, yes, so mentioning Mercurial, yes, I do recall that we got a message from her and that she and Fernandez,
Yep.
had been happily married for the last 6 months or so, and had moved off somewhere else to get away from the issues. But I don't recall what the discussion of why she caught up now.
Well, she had left you a 50,000 credit bonus for helping her clear her name, her husband's name, and get her career back online.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And the deed to her apartment in downtown, wasn't it?
No, it was notification that your access to her downtown apartment had been revoked.
Revoked, yes. So that got to the bit, a nice bonus for being such good friends and such good house guests, and but there wasn't actually any specific other attachment or other information on the attachment. There wasn't any, there wasn't any plan for a job or investment or anything like that, was there?
It was more of a so long, farewell, thanks for all the fish.
Thanks, yeah. Hopefully we'll never see you again. Yeah. Don't call us, we'll call you.
Which you always understand when you do these runs.
Absolutely. And okay, considering the fact that she put us up in her apartment with the slobs that we were at the time, and looking at some of the party members still are, he's certainly not concerned. That doesn't stop him actually keeping recording of that any contact details, things like that, so that hey, he might try and contact again later.
Well, heck, considering she's like the Taylor Swift or the Lady Gaga of the Shadowrun setting.
Exactly.
Didn't particularly want to have too many hangers-oners.
No.
And the other thing you got was you did get a request from As Technology offering you money for work.
Mm-hmm. Which again, he basically ignored initially, thinking, hang on, yep, I'm just getting back in again. It's time to recover from a holiday. But yes, okay. Now the others are here. Well, they might also need a couple of days to recover, but we can take a look at what might currently be available.
We'll be considering the information they wanted was information that would lead them to discover who infiltrated their arcology so that they can be punished accordingly.
That's right, yes.
But you're more than welcome to hand over a couple of names.
Well, So yeah, Declan's probably spending a couple of days thinking, who could we hand over? So,
And who wouldn't hand you guys
yes.
over in return?
That's right. But yes, at this the response at the time was, well, don't know much about it, but I guess we can try and find out, but it might take some time. It's obviously old news, the trail's obviously gone cold.
But they did know that you were one of the couriers involved in getting it out of the archaeology. They just didn't know if you were responsible for stealing it.
Yeah. But hey, I'd say so. So I let them know. I don't open the boxes. I just paid to deliver.
It's not a
I
bad
don't need
thing.
to know where it came from or where it's going to. Well, I need to know where it's coming from and going to, but after those weeks, or before those weeks, totally out of my head.
Plus how much you're being paid for it.
Absolutely. But again, that's not their business.
Well, their business is who paid you.
Hey, they might know that it's where I got it from, where I dropped it or where I dropped it off, and maybe even who paid me. But they don't need to know how much I got paid.
And that's pretty much brought you up to speed in what happened last session. You'll each get extra XP to update your characters when I get a little bit more functionality back. But as I'm still trying to recover, I haven't had as much downtime as I'd like. So yes, you are back in Desrin's loft.
Well, they might right now be in the top 3 stories of the building where my apartments are, but obviously they won't be staying here. They can move back down to their apartments further down the building. Except maybe Callum.
So yes, what would you like to do now?
You guys respond to that because obviously, so Declan's already had a bit of good conversation.
All the time to make some money.
Okay, so the first thing that Talon realizes, it's 2 days since you went to the party. You have no idea what happened in the last 2 days, but it must have been awesome.
Yes, indeed. It must have.
Has anyone been trying to kill you?
Me? Little old me?
Everyone.
No, oh, well, I wouldn't know, but I am covered in a lot of, cuts and bruises, and while I do often black out from raging in my own sense of superiority, I am really suspicious of the fact that I have no memory, really, of the last couple of days, which is a little odd.
You look down at your hands and see that they look as if you've been in a fist fight.
Oh, okay. That's a bit suspect.
Perhaps you'd all like to take some time to recover from your travels and possibly have a shower and...
So you've got a troll-sized shower?
Hey, I'm not telling you where to shower.
Hey, Flogger does have an apartment in the building with troll-size accommodation.
Yeah, but there's no privacy because he doesn't have any doors.
I don't think Flogger needs doors.
Well, at least not ones that hang at a door frame.
Yeah, because I sort of got mugged in Hong Kong.
Oh, is that the reason?
Yeah, which is weird because the flight I was on basically had engine trouble and had to land in Hong Kong for some strange reason.
By the sounds of it, moral of the story, don't do stopover in Hong Kong. I hear it's a dangerous place.
Yeah, well, everywhere's dangerous.
Right, you just walked 10 blocks of the Redmond Barrens and had a more pleasant time than you did in Hong Kong.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably because they don't like trolls.
You're in the Barrens or in Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, I don't know. Well, I don't have any tattoos or things like that. I'm not part of any of the Yakuza.
You didn't wake up in an ice bath with some new stitching around your middle?
Nope.
I'm sure you're fine then.
Okay, I'm going to go and have a shower. I'm going to look for a shower that's big enough. If not, I'll just use Desmond's and just wash my hands in it.
Well, the closest shower is
Okay,
Desmond's.
okay. What did you say, Martin? Go ahead.
I said the closest shower is Desmond's. Right, Desren's actually.
Okay, yeah. Desmond's fine for you to go and use Desmond's shower somewhere else in the building.
I'll go look for a shower that actually has hot water running.
Well, you do know that the top floor does have it all. It's got all the accommodations working for it.
It's also got the greatest security Aztec can buy.
Yeah.
Desren?
Desren the sellout. Excuse me.
As long as it's worthwhile.
I'm surprised the ancients haven't moved in.
Well, they're not sellouts.
Yeah.
Okay, so does Flogger suggest that Womp use his accommodations? Though Flogger's not currently online, hard to ask him.
I'm sure he said yes. Off you go.
Yeah.
Okay, after Womp has left, you notice that there are bloodstains where Womp had been standing.
I asked him if he had any stitches he was aware of.
Well, if he's not aware of them, then how would he know?
Well, obviously if he's not aware of them, then obviously they're not dangerous.
Can Bolt, because Bolt sniffed blood on him earlier. I didn't realise it was fresh blood. Can I see if I can smell where it's coming from?
So you follow Womp?
Sure.
Okay, so you follow him into...
Did he know it was Womp's blood?
I don't know if I've ever smelt Womp's blood before.
Smells like Womp.
Well, I'm sure he's been injured previously, but whether your sense of smell was as heightened as it is now...
Well, I did get messed up on the boat.
Yeah, that was 20 hours ago. Oh, sorry, you mean that's it, like, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Womp
was
could have been around when Womp has been injured, yeah.
But I can definitely say that Bolt's senses weren't as good back then.
Exactly, that's right.
So yes, you follow Womp down to Flogger's room and into the showers. And you see that Womp has quite a lot of stab marks in the back of the legs, all the way up the back. Looks like he's been hit about 20 times.
But no, you can't smell anything over the scent of wet dog.
I would hope that my sense of smell in this form can distinguish between my own wet dog smell and warmth. I guess I'll gently paw or nudge at where he's like got stab wounds and kind of let him know where they are, so he can like clean them off properly.
Okay, so while Womp's in the shower, you suddenly feel paws in the back of your legs.
Okay.
And realize you're not showering alone.
Yeah, and obviously, because Flogger's the only one here, must be coming into bed with you.
Yeah, okay, what you doing? Actually, you can't speak while you're in dog form.
Right.
Unless you've got some magical ability to do it.
In dog form, no, you can't speak. You can bark
Okay,
and
I
whine
bark.
and make noises.
I'll bark or woo, one of the two. Barky woos. There you go. Bow wow 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 wow.
Yeah, I haven't developed the spell of understanding animal. Great. Now I'm thinking of, what's that, Lassie? There's trouble at the mill.
Did Timmy fall down the well?
Whereas I had the immediate thought of, well, how are you communicating with Flogger all this time?
Can Tarlan help out in this situation?
Did Tarlan wish to go downstairs and watch the troll shower?
Well, can Tarlan not hear
Well,
the barking?
actually, I'm also a very attractive troll too.
Wait for a moment, Ross. What was that, Al?
Is that possible for a troll to be attractive?
It is.
Well, what about, if we're hearing these little woos and little barks, I mean big aggressive barks from downstairs, can I not just go down and be like, Womp, dude, check out your legs, man. What happened to you?
And there might be some thoughts of maybe you should put on some shorts.
Oh, and please cover yourself up.
As I walk into your shower.
yeah. Cover yourself up for me while I invade your privacy, you wretched.
Okay, so if I'm going to
And
tell
of course,
myself...
you realise... Sorry, go on, Ross.
Yeah, I just realised the only thing that's close enough to cover myself up is this wet dog that is sitting in front of me.
Perfect. We'll use that.
But of course, Talon had the opportunity to use showers and facilities up in Declan's apartment block.
Yes,
yes.
But hey, make it a party.
Let's all shower.
So apparently three's not company. As you've now got a wet elf, a wet dog, and a wet troll in the one shower together.
I mean, it's the communal shower, right? It's large enough.
I was going to say, well, I don't know, Talon didn't say she was actually going into the shower, just into the room, or saw it through the open doorway.
No, the room is the shower, I believe, for a troll.
As I said, shared. It's like a shared onsen. You can mix bath.
And it is one of those open plan living spaces because, well, you couldn't really put doors in there or walls that well.
No, I've actually got some stab wounds all over me, have I?
You do.
I thought I healed them all.
You did.
Okay.
Magic
So are they
didn't-
still, they're
magic
still
didn't-
bleeding? Or?
As you look at it, you realise magic did not work on them.
Okay, so yes, these are the same wounds that you tried to heal, or thought you healed, but didn't. Not fresh wounds. Well, at least not fresh wounds that you healed.
Okay.
So whatever stabbed you did it in such a way that you couldn't heal it with magic.
So I basically have to heal with my troll healing ability.
Sounds like the blood of a werewolf.
And your regeneration
it.
didn't work on it either. You're not exactly sure what's happened.
What is this sorcery?
You might actually have to wait for them to heal like a normal person.
That sucks.
Which is why you've had so much trouble with it.
I don't think I've actually got medicine. Oh, I should have took some medicine. No, I can learn it. I just haven't learnt it yet.
Or you can learn it cheaply.
I can learn it cheaply.
Anyone can learn it. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, it has something to do with...
And then you notice that the clothes you've been wearing on the plane are also completely blood-soaked.
I could always pinch floggers. Mind you, they'll be a little bit big on me. Either that or I'll pinch his bathrobe.
He doesn't have one. He doesn't believe in them.
Yeah, sure.
He lives alone, no need for a robe.
He doesn't even have a front door, and people look in all the time going, I'm not going in there.
Okay. Does he have a towel?
Nope.
Please tell me he has a
That's
bed
what the balcony's for.
Oh, he does have a chair on the balcony which he dries himself on with open air.
Yeah. Does he have any bed sheets?
He just has a pile of cushions. All of various shapes and sizes. Apparently he wanted to collect a bunch of cushions like he did doors for a while.
Okay. Well.
And it's sort of been, scooped together like a nest.
Okay. Flogger is nesting. That's a worry.
Has Bolt seen this nest of pillows before?
No.
I will go jump in it. And yes, while I'm wet.
And as you jump in it, you realise it's also full of chips and snacks and stuff that Flogger has dropped while eating.
Goodness.
And melted ice cream.
There's that too.
The remains thereof. Dried melted ice cream.
And lots of eggs.
Ice cream, meh. Chips? Hell yeah.
Very stale though. It's been more than 6 months since he's had any.
I mean, probably still doesn't stop me. I mean, if my, in real life, dog can eat a bone that's been buried for like 6 weeks and not throw up, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay.
I'm pretty sure too. So yes, you get yourself a nice snack, Flogger snack. and realize that he even has a troll-sized fridge and pantry. He's kept his room rather simple. So, after you've managed to clean yourself off, Womp has his suitcase still from when he travelled and went up to see Desrin. He does manage to get changed into a clean set of clothes.
Yeah, I can do that. I like to do astral sight on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing is the flow of magics being blocked or anything like that.
Did you learn how to disconnect from yourself?
No, I didn't do that part.
In which case, then you're looking in front of you, going, "Well, that does not help because you can't see yourself astrally."
Well, so I can't actually look at my hands or anything like that astrally?
Not as easily. You do look at it, but it's not the same sort of... when you look at it astrally, you see the astral version of you, not the physical version.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really like the idea of... Yeah. Oh well.
And hopefully before you got dressed into your fresh, clean clothes, you at least put bandages on so you weren't going to bleed all through them again.
Yeah, I was looking for like a towel or something like that. Okay, I'll either that or just... Hey, Desmond, have you got any bandages?
Desmond's not there. You've gone down 3 or 4 flights of stairs. He stayed up in his room.
Yeah, don't you have an intercom system?
He doesn't. Not from the doorway.
Do you really think you want an intercom system from vlogger space?
You can call up and see if you can get him.
You maybe, but...
Oh, well, this has got room service, has it?
Well, no, you've got his phone number.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll ring the
reception
and ask for some bandages and what's the bloody healing drug thing?
The slap patches and stuff.
Slap patches.
And synth skin and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So as you call that for, they say, the reception does say, I'm sorry, sir, but we don't recognize you as one of our residents. Do you have your resident ID number?
Call Desmond.
I'm sorry, we don't know a Desmond here.
Desmond.
Desmond will have to vouch for you first before we contact him again. He's let it known he doesn't want to be disturbed too many times.
Yep. Okay. I think Desmond's going to be most impressed. I am going to go and see Desmond, even though I am stark naked.
Okay, so yes, next time Desrin hears a knock on the door, he finds a naked troll. Does Talon also follow up?
Well, look. Except that I was like fully in the room, getting wet. But I'm down there, so yeah, I mean, I'm there.
So did you bother changing clothes, or did you just still wearing the nightclub gear that's cut and ripped and now completely wet?
What I actually did was I ran off and I found some of those pillows, slashed them open, and I fashioned myself a nice little tunic.
Okay, so you see a pillow tunic.
You now smell like wet dog though.
And old Cheezos and Doritos.
And
better than what I was doing last night.
So what does Desrin do?
you know, when you got the opportunity to go to a shower and normally get clothes on afterwards.
Well, due to the fact that I am bleeding, I need some.
What, you mean, I just got the floor clean from when you were here half an hour ago.
And
You
also
start bleeding
need.
all over floor again?
Yep, and also getting a towel. Because it seems that Flogger does not believe in towels. Yes, and you're
Carry a towel. Don't forget your towel. Have you read the book? You can't get by the military pantheon.
yes, but my
You went travelling without your towel?
no, I do have my towel. It's now called the bloody towel.
You do find Desrin's towels are about the size of your hand.
You managed to get stabbed between coming from the shower to here?
He's talented.
No, it's
Probably because you were naked. Someone took abuse.
Desrin does notice that there is a message waiting him from reception, noting that a alert that there is a naked troll in the building.
well, I did tell them that I was going up to see Desmond. Yes, your clerk does not recognise myself, so was not interested in supplying me with some bandages and that so I could patch myself up.
What do you think this is, a hotel?
Yes.
You kept your hotel in the Barrens.
Let's see, you've got this nice room here, you've got your own little clerk downstairs who buzzes people in and that.
It's an apartment block. Not a hotel. So I mean, okay, so since you're not a resident, what kind of help you expecting?
I'll do that, I'll just bleed everywhere.
Well, so why haven't you packed yourself up?
For some strange reason, it's my healing does not work on it. So I have to do it the good old natural way.
And so you've been bleeding for how long?
I busted probably some stitches and that.
Because I'm assuming you didn't actually get stabbed between the shower and here.
No, I've been stabbed multiple times previously.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I did say I got mugged in Hong Kong.
When?
Let's see. How long was my flight? So it was about 10, maybe about a day or so ago.
12 hours for the flight.
Yeah, about 14 odd hours. No, actually more than, probably about 16 hours.
And you've been bleeding like that all the time?
No, I had clothes on.
Couldn't you go to hospital? Why did you come here, not a hospital?
Let's see.
You know that the Brotherhood's got a beautiful, a free hospital down, readily available. They provide good service, they start flogger, and George.
Even Bolt spent some time there. As did Womp. Each of them has spent time there.
Yeah.
Won't be there before too.
Yeah, I forgot them.
Like, you 24 hours and you forgot.
And?
So, don't you think now you've remembered? Don't you think it's worth going to hospital?
No, go and see my repertoire, but first I just need to have some patches, please. Because I've already used my ones up.
Which obviously don't work.
They sort of do. They slow the bleeding.
Okay. So, yep, okay. Jacob is happy to give him some patches that he can throw on and then say, hey, yeah.
Cool.
He seems to struggle to reach the where all the places need to be put on.
Yeah, could you just put them on some of the areas I don't have access to, please?
What? Can't you reach your knees?
There's some on my back.
Fine.
And by the looks of things, most of these haven't actually had any form of healing. They still look like fresh knife wounds all over him.
Okay, yeah. I'm no medic, but when did you say you got stabbed?
About 16 to 17 hours ago.
Not 16, 17 minutes ago.
No.
Okay. Yeah. There's something weird going on. You need a hospital. Because these things aren't healing naturally. They're not even clotting.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? You're a medic. You should actually realise the fact that, hey, if you're still bleeding, it's not clotting.
I'll have to go and see Ebenezer.
Well, up until now, he's never been hurt in such a way that it didn't clot up by itself automatically or get healed by magic. It's been many years since he's had to deal with bleeding.
Yeah, because normally I just heal myself up.
Yeah, but also you had other party members who also been bleeded.
Yeah. But the other thing is I've also got the where is it? Restore, which is removes status effect, and greater restore. But it seems that magic does not work.
Jason having private thoughts about the capability of party healer. If he doesn't recognise, wounds should clot. But, okay, yeah. Okay, we'll patch him up somewhat, so at least he stops bleeding everywhere, at least on things.
Yep, and then I'll go downstairs, get changed. Or get dressed, I should say.
So yes, you managed to slap on...
You didn't bring your bag up with you?
You did not.
No. No, because I was going for the dramatic strolling effect.
So he goes down about 10 flights of stairs to get to Flogger's room.
Actually, they must be used to this, because Flogger would have done exactly the same thing.
Rarely walk the stairwell without clothes, though.
Depends if you had the urgency to get to a door.
So yes, entering Flogger's
Even Flogger realised.
You enter Flogger's apartment and find the wolf bolt happily spread out over the pile of cushions.
Okay, well, someone's having fun.
Looks as if Cheetos and other forms of chips are stuck all over the fur. Has a very orange tinge to the colouring.
Okay. Looks like you're probably not going to have another shower to get rid of all that crap all off you.
And yes, you managed to grab your gear, get dressed, and now, what would you like to do next?
I think I'll have to go and see my friend, my Ripper Doc, to see what the hell's going on. And probably staple my wounds back together.
How are you going to get there?
In that order?
Let's see.
Starting to get dark, and open wounds are likely to draw out some of the more vicious predators that patrol the neighborhoods at night.
Probably.
Jacob was going to take you in the van to the hospital until you walk out again after we patch you up.
Yeah, but I had to put clothes on.
Putting on clothes, but you should. That's right, but you assumed you would have actually brought those with you.
No, because I was going for the dramatic effect.
The dramatic bleed everywhere effect.
Yeah. Okay, well, go back to Desmond and say, would you be able to drop me off to Ebenezer the Ripper Doc?
Sure, but wouldn't the hospital be better?
Probably not, due to the fact that I don't really trust the hospital. May I ask too many questions?
Fine. I didn't ask any questions.
Depends on if he's referring to the Brotherhood or not.
On file. But okay, up to you, healer.
So who is going out to the Ripper Dock with Desrin and Wom? And we have a flogger
for a ride. Doggy, head out the window. I'll have the window down for you.
Carla will come.
I believe Tarlin can claim shotgun.
Shotgun.
The code is Flogger or Bolt coming for a ride.
I'll come for a ride as long as I can stick my face out the window.
That mean you'll sit in the front and stick it right over Tarlin?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, no. She'll still sit in the back, but let her head go through over the front seat out the window.
And how about Flogger?
Sure, why not?
So Flogger, you've just had Womp, Bolt, and Tarlin use your showers.
My showers?
You've got a room here with a shower, a pillow cushion bed, and a fridge and pantry. You kept it simple. Just no doors. Just no doors anyway.
Yeah, Flora is perplexed by this.
And
Flogger didn't set it up. Jacob set up the space for him.
and you do notice that Bolt is covered in Cheeto dust.
Okay.
And looking like a poppy in Cheeto
Worse.
dust.
Nah.
So yes, you end up in Desrin's vehicle. You see that the wheels have a gleam going on them, shinier than you've seen them before. Doesn't seem to have any dents or bullet holes in it, which is interesting because the last time you saw it, it was missing a door, had quite a lot of scratches and marks in it, and quite a few dented panels.
To be fair, they're probably not entirely certain it's the same van.
But then again, I don't think most of them actually notice the difference. It's a van, it's got 4 wheels and a door. It's just shinier than before.
That's right. Come on, all in.
In we go.
Before Womp 4. How much blood is your troll anyway?
Quite a lot.
Dave's going to start trying to do the bit of calculation, thinking, hang on, how fast has the blood been coming out? It's been 16 hours.
You expect he might have maybe lost 5% of his blood.
Mm-hmm.
And for a normal person, that would have been most of their blood.
But yeah, anyway, obviously it's not bothering him too much, but seems disturbing the idea that, yeah, one's supposed to stop bleeding, especially after 60 hours.
And being a troll. Okay, so you have no trouble traversing the Barrens and finding yourself at Ebenezer's Ripper Doc. He's not the head doctor, he's just one of the doctors that works here.
Okay.
And as you come in through the front, you see that there's about 20 odd people in here at the moment, all waiting to be served. And you're being given the last number in the line.
Fair enough.
Yep, so you're all good now?
Peachy.
Okay. Let us know when you want to pick up.
Yeah, will do.
So who wishes to...
Still, have you still got the same number?
Hi. You've got my contact details.
Okay.
You can also just call the building now.
Yeah.
That'll be so helpful.
They'll always take a message.
Of course, my phone might also be equally helpful at that yard and try to you at calls.
Yes, I'm just wanting to speak, organise a Deadshot Uber, please.
Okay, so yes.
But yeah, so Dave looks good on hanging around.
Anyone going to stay and support Womp or continue on with Desrin?
If it involves a car troop, Bolt is definitely going with Desmond.
And what about
I
Al?
really want to see the hospital. I kind of also want to go with Desmond.
Yeah, it smells really bad in this hospital. Very much the unwashed masses.
Thank you.
Unlike the hospital you could have gone to, it could have been nice and clean and controlled. And, hey, there was an ice cream parlour last time we were there.
And how about Flogger? Is he going to stay behind and support his fellow troll?
Flo will stay.
All good then.
So the van is now troll free.
Okay. Dave will actually set a bit of a like a kind of a open latch mechanism on the side door of the van, so that it can stay open, like it's locked open with a fitting gap, so therefore Bolt can hold it out there, hold his head out there without worrying also with the passenger window.
So Josh, we are getting a bit of static from your line.
Sorry, it's not static, it's me cooking dinner.
Okay, that would explain the hissing.
Yeah, sorry.
All good.
Give me a sec.
So yes, you crack open the door enough for Bolt to stick his head out.
And then, yep, heading back to back home again, and can settle in and actually potentially spend time catching up with Cullen and Bolt if he returns to humanoid or human form.
Do you want me to return to human form?
Well, no, it's only happy for you to sit down, like lie down on the floor, type, which you can prefer. But it's more the idea of, I'm assuming that we then spend some hours late in the evening, because hey, not expecting to hear from Wop till at least tomorrow, unless of course they kick him out because they run out of time for actually go see him.
I go find my nest of wet pillows and curl up again and start snoozing.
Okay, it is quite comfortable.
Well, gee, no.
But the wet pillow would go in Flogger's apartment. You stay down there?
Yeah, I stay down there.
So you do realise you left your clothes and bags on the stairwell.
Because obviously, now that you're all dry after the ride both ways, there's certainly plenty of space, there's some cushions and things like that that you can lie on in Desmond's suite.
And Bolt does.
Oh, if Desmond is happy for Bolt to, be dry and on his cushion, then sure, I'll go upstairs later. Mochi. We'll go outside.
Okay, if Bolt is staying in dog form, then I'm guessing Desmond and Talon probably have the opportunity for conversation about how they've been for the last 6 months and what's been happening, and hey, that must be a hell of a party you went to.
I think Al is just still recovering, so.
Hey, that was on mute issue.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Yes, I'm here. Sorry. What's up? What are you? Are we out of the car yet?
Yeah, we're back at the apartment block. Enjoy the opportunity for some relaxation time in Desmond's suite. And the opportunity to catch up on exactly how you've been for the last 6 months. Obviously enjoyed the party for the last 3 days, but
No, the last 6 months were horrendous, but thank you for asking. So I did learn some life lessons. Well, we hope.
Enough that you want to make sure you confirmed it the following year.
Yeah.
get a refresh course. The intent will be that, yep, you can spend the hours catching up with what's happening.
Tarlin does discover a business card for the Yashiro restaurant and bar amongst her gear. And with the tomorrow at midday time written on there.
Ooh, okay. Well, share this business card with the group, and I mean, my assumption would be if I wrote it down, it was obviously, an important meeting. Can't remember really what it's about.
Well,
Wait, is it my business
is
card?
it written down in your handwriting?
It's not your business card, but it's your handwriting, and you don't recognise the lipstick mark on the card because you don't wear that shade. If you wear it at all.
Oh, okay. Alright, well then in that
Does
case,
Jason recognise the... Sorry, go on.
yeah, I mean, I tell the group, hey, I reckon we should rock up tomorrow. I'm not going to go alone because what if this is sus? I have no idea what I was on when I made this arrangement. I don't even know what this arrangement is. So, I would have been in the right mind probably to start making some cash. So it's probably a little venture we should get involved in.
Does Jason recognise the restaurant or anything like that?
It's one of those bars that you've been hearing in the chatter that you can get jobs at.
Okay. Talent's not a Seattle local, is she?
I believe she is, just hasn't been here for a while.
She is. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Well, so anyway, the gentleman will say, oh, hey, yeah. That's apparently a place to pick up beers. So, and besides, I'm sure lunch will be nice.
They are known for their
Do we know enough
security.
about it so you know if they're...
Security. You're less likely to be able to walk in with heavy weapons.
Yeah. So that's about to ask us the idea of this. So from what we know of this place is to potentially meet Johnsons or the like. Is it the sort of place also where the entire team would normally show up, or do you just send representatives of the team, particularly in the case of our team?
Well, you can send your representatives, but there's a good chance if there's competition, the representatives might not make it back. Like any good Shadowrun haunt, you've got to have your backup plans in place.
Yeah, no, fine. So,
While they might not be at the table, they'll definitely be in the area.
yeah. So we're of course considering the fact that the locale and the location were not necessarily a place which would automatically exclude trolls or the like. So.
No, most bars are happy to have people get charged through the nose for alcohol-sized troll drinks.
Yep, it certainly sounds like a good plan. Yeah. Hopefully Wom will be feeling better by then, or at least not bleeding all over the place. I really don't understand the fact that he got stabbed in Hong Kong multiple times, but didn't think to actually do anything about it.
Well, you'd assume he would have used his magic to heal him.
Well, but that's it, from what I can see, he did nothing about it.
Okay, so
He might have waffled and said his eyes up.
as you guys spend some time figuring out how you're going to get to your meet the next day for lunch, we move over to the Ripper Dock.
Yeah.
And it took about 3 hours, but Womp's finally getting in to be seen. He's reached the triage section. And after getting to triage, he jumps the queue and ends up straight into surgery.
You still there, Ross?
No, you're just quiet and away from the microphone.
Yeah, I just had the microphone away. Yep.
So yes, you've just had 3 hours waiting to get to triage, to then be rushed into surgery.
Yeah.
So obviously the doctor concerned about something you've left alone for now.
The fact that magic's not healing, natural healing's not healing, it's either a drug or it could be those little robot thingies.
And apparently not something you're worried about.
And strong with the forces within. Yes.
So,
Which does the flesh wound.
you're awake during the procedure because while they don't have enough sedative for a troll, as they start sewing up the wounds and then cauterizing them shut.
Yeah, that would work. Luckily, I've got
Maybe.
high will.
So yes, you find yourself very exhausted. By the time they finish, they spent about 2 hours trying to close up all the wounds.
Have you got any idea what was causing it?
They say they've heard of such things in the past, but generally that they feel as if you're being cursed.
Cursed. Okay.
They have heard of cursed weapons that cannot be healed.
Bloody hell.
At least until you defeat the assassin.
Certainly the bloody part.
Hmm. So it means that probably dispel might work.
It may, but it may not. But the spell may open the wound again as well, they say.
Yeah. Or may make it explode. Yeah. So, now I have to work out how to get. So, kill the assassin. Or destroy the weapon.
They said that might help. But they're not experts in magical curses. You might want to speak to a professor or a talismonger.
Yeah.
But they've treated it as well as they've heard recommendations for.
Well, at least it's sealed up at the moment.
They said it should hold for a while, but if it breaks open again, you might need to go more drastic.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you for your assistance, and
So, did they release him after surgery, after a chat, or did he just go to have a bed at the hospital?
They do release him because they
observations?
also say that they've heard from such wounds that the person can't sleep afterwards.
what? Okay, so my wounds don't heal, and I can't sleep. Oh, lovely.
Well, you already said you had no sleep in 24 hour plus.
Yeah, I'm just jet lagged.
Well, that's what you thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, from the rumors in the shadows, they say that it's generally someone has a big beef with you because such assassins generally charge upwards of 100,000 credits per job.
Yeah. Who would I pissed off that it will waste that amount of money on me? No idea.
Hey, you already had almost 20,000 last year. And then you didn't give them the stuff that they arranged for.
Yeah, but I don't see them wasting that amount of money on me.
Unless, of course, they remember. And no mining is a change.
Still a troll.
Yeah.
The troll that got away. Or should we go with the troll that lived?
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, I got lightning scar over on my right eye.
Well, no. You've got a dark scab wound on your back and legs.
Yeah. Right. So if the assassin is nearby, my back aches.
Quite possibly.
Of course, your back probably doesn't tickle most of the time anyway.
Okay.
Although apparently not something you worry about.
I'll probably end up forgetting it in the next 10 to 15 minutes anyway.
And they asked, is there anyone they can call to get you?
Oh yeah, I'll give Desmond's details. You know, the big building that says Deadshot on it?
Oh yeah, we've driven past that monstrosity. Always wondered what sort of person would stick their name on a building.
Yeah. He's an elf as well, so big ego.
Okay, so not long after this, Desrin gets a call from one of the orderlies.
Mm-hmm.
So you see a grumpy-looking dwarf on the other end of the line going, I have a troll by the name of Womp who wants to be picked up.
Fine.
And then he hangs up on you.
So yes, Dex will go and collect.
Yep. You're just getting ready to sleep and you have to sort of get yourself back dressed again and ready to go out.
Mm-hmm. And then, okay. We'll wait when he gets there. What the hell are you giving out my contact details for? You had the number, you could have called.
I was in surgery. Plus, I don't trust you.
So I had to give you my contact details.
Well, I've got your business card.
There's not a business card.
You see he's got a card that says Deadshot Enterprises. We aim to please.
I mean, remember, actually no, don't remember, forget it.
Well, you're the one who decided to put their name on the building, so...
And?
Well, everybody's got your contact details.
No. Everybody's got contact details for the building.
Yeah. So
These people called me directly on my comlink.
Cool, but they must have been already had your number, because I just basically said Desmond, and he's the guy who puts his name on the Deadshot building. So, you're really famous now. Everyone's got your number.
Everyone should have the number for the building. Did they access your phone while you were in surgery? You obviously should have protected that. Ensure that people didn't access your private details and contacts because, hey, you're a Shadowrunner. You don't want people to know exactly who you are, how to get you.
So did Romp put Desrin down as his emergency contact?
Actually, no, it would be Georgie.
You don't know what's happened to Georgie.
No, no.
He's disappeared.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I haven't updated.
For at least
8 or 9 months since you've seen Georgie.
Yeah, but the thing is, I haven't updated my details for that, but fine. Yeah, probably.
we've just been laying low for 6 months to avoid people knowing where we are, how to get to us.
And you put your name on a building?
It's obviously a different Desrin.
The name is Deadshot on the building.
Yes. And you've been going around saying you're Desmond Deadshot.
To certain personnel, it's all part of maintaining different covers for different situations.
Anyway, it looks like I'm cursed, so there's probably people going after you as well.
Apparently you're not the only one. Fine. Let's just get out of here.
And we just had a...
Okay, so I'll get back to the building and
It's close to midnight by this stage.
Dagwood will set up to give him the keys for one of the major apartments for the home. Right. See you in the morning.
Okay.
They just want a thumbprint and DNA sample.
Yeah. Well, I already should have it, but yeah.
And you find it, and Womp finds himself very quickly with a ID he can request services from the building with.
Cool.
Not what he wanted, but he's got it.
Yeah.
As he then spends the next 8 hours staring at the roof, unable to sleep.
I'm going to meditate.
As you meditate, you realize why you couldn't see anything with you astrally. You're not actually seeing astrally.
Hmm? That does not make any sense.
You can't seem to activate your astral sight.
Okay. Okay, what else can I do? Okay. See if I can levitate a small object.
Okay, so you managed to make a small object levitate.
Okay. But I can't see astrally.
You thought you could, but you never actually saw anything. You should explain why you couldn't tell there was something wrong with you.
It's weird because I have seen stuff astrally before, like ghosts and
Before you got
dragons.
stabbed.
Hmm. Okay. I'm going to try to do a restore on myself.
Yep.
So that would be 2 purple.
Well, as you do it, you realise that you don't appear to be a valid target of the spell.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay.
Someone is definitely messing with your lifestyle.
Okay, I'll try seeing if I just can augment myself.
And again, as you cast the augment, you don't seem to be able to target yourself. You think it could work on someone else, just not on yourself.
Yeah.
For some reason, you seem to be unable to affect yourself with magic.
It is not good.
Hopefully it means other people can affect you with magic, but you're not sure about that.
So say, you might be able to get other medical dealers, like the guys at the Brotherhood Hospital.
Huh. No, I'll just get in contact with Ragadash. If he's got any ideas, but I'll have to do that in the morning.
And you did hear that there's a lunch meet, so you might need to do it after that.
Lunch meat.
Yeah.
Free food.
Or expensive food, depending on who's paying.
Yeah.
And it's at a decent hangout too, so you'll get to see some other runners. Normally you'd have to at least be considered a runner to get in the door.
Yep.
And after your last years of services, you've each gotten enough reputation to make it in.
Well, at least we think we have. Technically, the only person who's had any known contact is Callum. Found it on a card. We don't know whether he imagined the whole situation.
Hey, a lot of you have egos, so I'm sure you all believe that you are qualified now.
Oh, that's correct. You don't believe we are.
I rarely use reality as the drawing point of observations. So yes, morning comes around. Sun is shining. Bolt wakes up in hybrid form on the pillows, with a troll on top of him.
Oh, boo. So I can't maintain it overnight. Or honestly.
you go back down the vloggers to sleep?
Yeah, probably at some point.
Fair enough.
And you do notice that one of Floggy's shoes has been bitten in half.
Flogger must have been hungry.
Or Bob was trying to carry the slippers.
So
My shoe.
yes, it's half your shoe. The other half of the shoe is wet and sticky. All the things that having a puppy in the house always reminds you of.
Yes. Small, sharp teeth. And wetness.
On the plus side, you haven't yet found any other spots that are wet and sticky.
And with dawn, you find yourself each getting a wake-up call from room service, letting you know that you have an appointment for the day.
Is the appointment saying we're 12 o'clock?
It does.
That's interesting.
Apparently, it was the notification says it was booked by Tyler at least 36 hours ago.
Okay, that's somewhat more company.
Is it though?
Well, no, but it indicates that, okay, yes, Tyler got booked to go to the place, but that's we had no idea that Enoch was even connected to it, so the idea of the appointment was going to be great. We're going to start with 6 different jobs again for the year.
And as you play the video footage of the recording, you see Talon with hair teased out as if she's just stuck her finger in a socket, smeared mascara and other stuff all over her face, and almost completely covered head to toe in glitter. And talking so fast you can't understand the things she's saying.
This is in the recording?
This is in the recording of leaving a message. Someone converted it to text for you, but apparently you can't understand the words she says.
But it's actually Tyler that invited us to an appointment at 12 o'clock.
Yes, you believe so.
Are we getting?
It is, and whatever she was having that night obviously agreed with her because you can see that her eyes are completely wide open. Pupils are as wide as they can get.
Okay.
Well, okay. Declan's happy to be up and getting everything ready. He'll make contact with Topal and to let him know that hey, we're going to be out for the time being, and also with Tatiana to discuss the idea of apparently I need new contact number for private lines. Apparently some people have been giving out my private number or had their phone hacked, and indicate the fact that Womp apparently Womp phone got compromised.
Tatiana does point out she had 250 pings looking for Womp last night.
Mm-hmm. From, did they all come from the same source, or were there multiple different sources?
Anonymous sources. led back to message bots on the Matrix.
He's popular fellow then.
So they are offering you 100 credits for his location. Would you like to accept?
Only 100?
After last night, I thought that would be enough.
Well, but hey, he might be enough for Desmond to find details, but I'm more curious. I thought he was worth more than that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's up to him. I'm sure he will respond appropriately to messages because he's proved himself quite adept with his phone.
Okay, so yes, you
and so yeah, come back through Deck will be there while away a few hours in the morning, and then encouraging the others. So this bar, where's this bar located?
I believe Yoshiro's is in downtown. I'm just checking to see if it's listed.
It's downtown. Yep.
Handy having a book. Hopefully, it has an index. At Shadowrun, what was I expecting there to be an index?
Yeah, you're lucky the comic page. So around 10 o'clock then, Deborah will make sure that the others are getting themselves ready and remind them that we're going downtown, so leave all your significant weaponry behind, dress appropriately, i.e. well, and remember, we're going into your heroes, so you want to make a good impression.
Does Bolt have good clothes that fit anymore?
Bolt does, especially considering you're not Mega Bolt form, you're just normal Bolt form.
Okay, well that's good.
Normally when you get angry, you become Mega Bolt.
Clothes. You've got the clothes you left here 6 months ago.
Cool, but I still need to sort out the dilemma of having clothes that will fit when I transform.
Stretchy pants.
Like what you say.
That's what the whole use, wasn't it? Stretchy pants.
You did.
And I think it was copious enough to like her, yes.
No, that Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm more like Wolverine, so that works, right?
So amusingly,
Yeah, Wolverine can actually change shape.
yeah, so Yoshiro's is actually in Redmond, so it's not too far away.
Oh, good.
Luckily, I have things I
I'll
can
still
search.
be I'll still be encouraging you allowing in particular go downtown, so we'll go appropriately, but also allow them to remind them that dressing for me, you have to impress.
It's always good to dress up.
And so then, about 11 o'clock, you'll be saying, confirming exactly how that got interpreted by all members. As we prepare to leave, on the idea that the others in Redmond, and therefore won't take very long to get there, but it still means that we'll get, if we leave at 11, then we're getting there in time to check the place out a bit and wait what's happening.
Okay, getting there, you find they have decent security on the outside. Looks like they've got a group of orc gangers with heavy assault weapons as their keep people in line move.
Mhm.
And they're not just beating people up because they're there, so obviously they're getting well paid. You would expect a group of gangers to take the opportunity to beat people up and take their money if they're going to spend it somewhere.
Especially if it's a group of gangers that think they're being put in positions of importance.
That is true.
They want to make certain people aware they're important.
Okay, so yes, you go through the gauntlet of the orcs and their weapons, and you find yourself in Yashiro's restaurant and bar. It is mid-afternoon, and you're seeing a lot of people you've met.
Late morning, isn't it?
Late morning, I'm sorry, late morning.
Unless the queue was that long to get in.
Time does pass sometimes. And as it usually says for lunch, and then it says late afternoon. Obviously, they get things around their lunch. So I actually read from there where it said the lunch meat, and then it says mid-afternoon in the intro section.
In the box text, okay?
Okay, so you show their late morning, and you see lots of people you have met in Redmond.
Obviously, the module expects to be fashionably late. As opposed to eagerly early.
Yep. And just as you're about to head over to the bar, you notice a chubby man waddling towards you, looking directly at Talon.
Right.
Okay.
So half bar, so they probably not that's not unusual.
And it's obvious from his gait and the look in his eye that she's the one he was looking for.
Okay, well, I think Talon's going to pretend that he recognizes him, even though she has literally no idea who this person is. And mind you, while she's still wearing her boots and other, accessories, she's still currently wearing that I'm going to describe as a high fashion pillow tunic. But it is, but it looks lovely, and she's just counting on people not really knowing that it is a high fashion. So I walk over confidently, and I'm just going to say, hi. I brought my comrades.
You see that he's decked out in head to toe in clothes that would be, as it refers to, très chic, if they weren't so well worn. And manacled to his right wrist is a black alloy briefcase.
Okay. Well, I might ask him, shall we sit down and discuss business?
So thank the stars. We will at once. You don't know what I've had to do to find you. Come, let us retire to the restaurant and enjoy our midday repast. Come. Time is of the essence, and there is business to discuss.
Awesome.
So he takes you into the restaurant section of it, where it describes your portly companion slides into the corner booth, his back to the wall, taking the choice seat of the table, which you would have done if you had gotten there first.
How many seats were at the table?
Enough for non-trolls to squeeze in.
Okay.
Looks like we're standing.
So for the elves, it's pretty much as if this was designed for at least an orc to fit in. So you've got plenty of space.
Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, was Womp feeling anything when he woke up in the morning? By mid-morning, or was he bleeding again?
He's still not feeling the wounds.
Okay. But did you wake up or get up from a pool of blood?
Didn't seem to be a pool of blood this morning, but it's the first time he's laid down since he got stabbed.
Yeah, because previously I've been sitting or walking and things like that.
And he sticks his hand out and says, "My name is Topal. I require the services of several bodyguards to accompany me to a business meeting tomorrow morning. I sought you out because of your reputation," he says, giving Talon a wink. "They will pay you 5,000 union each. An excellent price for a short piece of work." And then he proceeds to order 3 meals.
Only 3.
Well, there are 3 main meals.
Oh, okay.
For the 3 people that sat down with him. So.
Oh no, apparently they're for him, and he says, "And what would you like?"
Okay.
I looked down at the menu and I choose the most expensive item.
Yes, you see that there is, in this place, they have meat. That is the most expensive item on the menu. It costs more than... so most of the items that are soy products go for about 20 to 50 credits, whereas steak goes for 500 credits.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's real meat.
Are you going to be paying for this meal?
I'm paying for my meals, yes. You feel free to pay for whatever you eat.
Alright, I'll get the salad.
So, a meat salad?
Stupid soy salad.
Well, considering soy foods are what most of you have been brought up on, it's not that much different. Very few of you can afford to eat real food more than once a month. But now that you've each gotten a windfall from a certain sim star, you might be able to afford more.
Out of curiosity, because Paul would have acquired a taste for this while he was in Angel Grove,
Yep.
is there anything with like fish or mollusks or anything like that?
Not this far, because people don't like to take real food too far inland.
Mm.
So the meat that they sell here are the cuts that wouldn't make it at the other restaurants. And all the takeaway fish joints would have bought up all the cheap fish way before it got here.
Right, okay. Paul kind of looked at the menu, sort of looks sad, and would I like to wave over or something?
Does Desmond and Harlan order anything?
Yeah.
They're happy to order. He'll order something. He'll order some meat, and basically picking foods that he likes and will enjoy. Not necessarily deliberately going for the most expensive, but happy to pay what's needed. It's all part of making him look like he's a big wheeler dealer.
Is there any duck on the menu?
No, there's not. But there is the soy variant of duck, soy flavored duck, duck flavored soy.
Okay. Right, well I'll get a what's a soy duck? A suck at l'orange.
Yeah, do they actually have proper ice cream?
They do what they call proper ice cream, made with soy and its subsidies.
Any proper ice cream? Oh well. Got beans and mash.
They do have soy mash.
Soy mash. Isn't that supposed to be potato What, everything's made out of soy?
Soy is the main ingredient of everything. It's just how it's flavored.
Okay. That's sausages and soy sausages and soy mashed potato. I should have gone for the spam.
Just like your family might have served to their servants.
Mm. Do they actually have beef gravy?
They do, but they only serve that with a steak.
So you can't order the beef gravy separately?
No, because that uses their hard to source beef stock.
Okay. So you got beef, but you don't have beef sausages.
They reserve their beef for their steaks. Beef sausages would be way too expensive to sell out of a place like this, they say.
Okay. I'll just settle for the bangers and mash. Soy, bangers and mash.
So everyone but Desrin ends up with the disposable plastic plates and spoons for their meal. No forks because, well, hey, most of the meals don't actually need them. Even the salad can be easily eaten with a spoon. Considering the main ingredient is seaweed and soy. And Desrin gets a what looks to be a porcelain plate with a nice metal set of knife and fork set, and an actual glass with some clear, strange thing called water with it.
And has Topal been served on a similar crockery?
No, he's been served on the same fare as the rest of the table.
He ordered 3 meals, but they're all cheap ones.
They're all cheap ones. All these meals were cheaper than your single meal. The rest of the table's meals were cheaper than your single meal.
Yep.
The whole table could probably order 5 whole tables worth of food for what you ordered. Probably.
And there's a whole lot of groans going around with the people watching Desrin slowly slice into the meat and eat it. He almost has a following of people staring in his direction in admiration.
Well,
How close is Bolt to Desmond's plate?
How close would you like to be?
You can get your same table.
Yeah, so the bowl's right next to him.
Well,
If it's like our next
hopefully,
Desrin is sitting between Tylen and Bolt.
Carl, yeah.
So I can see what Desmond's plan is. He's splurging all his money to be the target for the guy that we're bodyguarding won't have to worry about being targeted.
Well, at least he didn't spend his payment as a bodyguard on the mill.
Yeah. No, just had a set of it.
If I can get away with it at some point, when Desmond is like bringing this piece of juicy meat up to his face and like closing his eyes, Bolt is gonna try and like snatch it.
What's left on the plate or what's on the fork?
On the fork. I know better than to eat the whole thing off the plate, because I've been told that we're in a fancy place, but I will try and, if I can, get the opportunity to sneak it off his fork while he's bringing it up to his mouth.
So basically you're going to steer the fork away from his mouth into yours.
So that is going to be a stealth
Took
check.
the meat off the fork.
Before that happens, Desmond notices Bolt drooling. Would you like a bite?
Bolt nods furiously.
They're going to cut on the 4 piece and place it on her plate. Or his plate, like
I'll kind of like stare at it for a few minutes.
It looks out of place with all the other soy products on your plate.
I'll like hold it in my hand for a few minutes and like give it a good sniff and then proceed to gingerly eat it.
And you notice that it actually deformed the plate where he placed it because, well, the plastic plates and the soy products never interacted with it, but the meat actually started to dissolve the plate.
Oh, really? Funny.
So don't admire it for too long.
No, I didn't. I'll pick it up off the plate. Hopefully before it dissolves the plate too far. And kind of like resin it in my hands and sniff it and then eat it.
Okay, so as the Topaz gets his first meal, he orders 3 more desserts to go with it as he's sitting watching everyone.
Declan's having a whole taste of meat as well.
I don't know, I'm pretty sus on why that plate's melting. It's just a paper plate issue, or we have something to be worried about here.
The plate's made out of soy.
Ah, perfect. Okay, well, I'll be putting that plate in my pocket for a snack later.
What you don't realise is the meal they served, the plate is the tasty part.
Can we like get this guy talking? What's the name of our host again?
Topal. My name is Topal.
I want to start up a little combo with Topal. I want to try to figure out how I got to know him.
Well, he talks about how he met you on the dance floor 2 days ago.
Yeah, and I'm going to say to him like, we had such a great chat. Talk to me again, or to tell my friends the story that you told me when we first met.
Well, he just tells his whole story about how he was just crossing the dance floor and this absolutely psychotic dancer punches him in the face. Turns out to be Talon.
Yes, and remind me again, Mr. Kovac, or whatever your name is. Tell my friends what you told me about yourself.
I said, now you owe me one. I will meet you here. Bring your friends. I need someone with some muscle. And you said, I can solve all your problems. I can do everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna, yeah. Alright, now it's gonna be direct. Wait, what is it that you do? No, why do you need some muscle? Why does a fancy, strong, impressive man like yourself, or whatever you are, Mr. Toback, why do you need so much muscle? I mean, we'll give it to you,
I thought we were here to solve your problems.
but I want to know what this guy's about.
As well, I was just minding my own, minding myself in my law shop out in the Barrens itself. And one of my friends stopped by and had this briefcase with him.
The one that is out inside him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's in the briefcase?
He says inside is a oddly carved wooden box with a notched cover. And inside that is an embroidered black pillow with an idol just over 30 centimeters long. It was carved from deep red stone into a demon-like shape. Its hands, in its hands was a pinkish globe, and its eyes glowed. Its into the object were strange markings, whose patterns were mysterious and yet almost recognizable. And he says it is definitely a power focus.
Power focus.
So you're a wizard nerd?
No, I'm just a shaman, not a wizard. I don't use the mumbo jumbo fancy words. I just say what I want and make it happen.
All kind of like oozes out, like ooh.
Magic.
What was that, Mr. He says not knowing your name?
I kind of keep just oohing, like ooh, that's cool.
He looks over at Desmond and says, what was your name again, sir?
Hey, I'm Desmond. It's a pleasure to do business with you, I'm sure. But you are a spell weaver.
Yes, I've been known to throw magic here and there. Generally, it mostly works. But,
and you're saying that this item that comes in your possession is magical.
Definitely magical in a weird sort of way. The day after he took possession of the briefcase because his friend met a mysterious death that night, his shop got burnt down.
And so that is why you should need protection. And you have a meeting tomorrow?
I have a meeting tomorrow with a bunch of elven scholars who have interest in taking the cursed piece of rock off my hands.
So, what abilities do you know? With spell abilities?
Well, that's a bit personal, he says.
Can you perceive auras?
I wouldn't be much of a shaman if I couldn't, he says.
Yes.
It seems to be the staple of shamanism to be able to see what others cannot see. Sight the
I
unseen.
understand that. Yes. Because I seem to have a slight problem, which may also seems coincidental that you have a cursed item as well.
Curses are quite bad.
Okay, let's see. Friends gone missing, shop burned down.
My friend died mysterious. I'm not thinking.
Well, okay. Missing, dead.
No, he knows he's dead. He died in his sleep with no signs of trauma, illness, poison, toxicity, or anything else. It's like he just didn't want to continue living anymore.
Or his soul.
Okay, he died the way that all would love to die, peacefully in your sleep.
Didn't look peaceful. His face was contorted in a terrified look.
Terrified death. Okay.
And considering he was only 42, that's quite a young age for a human to die of natural causes. Though his physical condition actually made him look like he was in his 60s. So maybe he had abused himself a little bit with nightclubbing and stuff like that.
But anyway, so you're saying that you want protection for this meeting with elven scholars tomorrow.
Yes, that would be my main goal.
The meeting you've arranged.
Yes, I've arranged this meeting with the scholars.
And you expecting these scholars to harm you?
No, just that bad luck seems to follow this piece of rock around wherever I take it.
So you want us to protect you from the rock?
Or any unfortunate thing that seems to crawl out of the woodworks looking for it.
but you want the protection tomorrow.
Yes, please. So, if you can be here around, before 3 a.m. tomorrow. The only thing it says before 3 a.m. tonight. So technically, before morning, the next day, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Bring your own transport. You'll travel in a separate vehicle.
Even Bob kind of twists his head back because it makes his head hurt.
So you're expecting to, you want to be protected from the bad luck that follows this item, but you're not concerned about the next 13 hours or so?
I'm just not going. I'm just not staying anywhere for any long periods of time. That seems to work. And plus, I haven't slept for the last 3 days. Not that I seem to be able to sleep anymore.
Yeah. Are you able to use any of your abilities on yourself?
He thinks through it and says, I've not had to cast anything on myself for a while. That just seems wasteful.
No. So you don't have the ability not to like heal yourself or cast astral vision or anything like that that actually targets yourself as the subject.
No, I normally affect the world around me instead of myself.
Do you have any abilities that can actually target yourself?
Well, I can still astral perceive if that's what you're asking.
Yes, try that, just humanly. See if you can actually do that. I just hope I can just kill him.
Okay, so he seems to successfully astrally perceive. He looks at you and says, "Oh, you look as if you're leaking out of your back."
I'm cursed. I'm just trying to see if you're suffering a similar type of curse.
Line of such stuff going off into the distance.
You can follow where it's going to?
Possibly, but I don't really like to leave my body. It's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I understand that.
And your other troll over there looks equally cursed with other problems.
He is?
Well, seems to be a lot bigger on the inside than he is on the outside.
Okay. So what, he's possessed by a spirit? Or he's...
Yeah.
He shrugs, he hasn't seen that before, so he has no idea what you're referring to there. He just says he looks bigger on the inside than the outside. And it looks like you have a... he looks at Bolt and just shudders and says, no need to worry about that one.
Yeah, I've done that mistake before.
Anyway, back to the important business. So you suggested 5,000?
Yes, I think 5,000 each would be a good amount.
Well, it seems that if you're describing the situation accurately for the last few days, I feel the risk involved may be slightly higher than you may first imagine. Would you agree? Talk to Tom?
What does Talon have to say for that? He's currently on mute.
Well, look, I mean, I kind of reckon we should just go for it.
I mean, Presumably at least 10,000 apiece would be more appropriate.
Oh my god, yes, no, that's exactly what I'd say. It's 100% thank you. I don't know what's going on this week lately. I must be bad.
Yes, I agree. We don't need any more money.
Yeah.
Just do it.
No. Let's tell Mr. Topal, we want 10k.
Because, well, he can pay 2.5 now, and he'll pay the 7 upon completion.
I don't think so. I can't pay at all. Well,
no one's crazy enough to pay up.
I think we do require the full half payment up front.
yeah, absolutely.
We're looking at 4 now and 4 later.
It says 3.5 now and 4.5 later.
I may be dumb at math, that doesn't add up to 10.
Yeah.
Right.
No. He can just and Declan also allowed the go below 10. He didn't expect 10. So, but he's still staying at the 8, which is what Declan had gone to. So.
Okay. I'll just continue munching on my bangers and mash. Okay. It's standard practice. Half up front.
Okay,
4 now, 4 later.
So 3 now, 3 later.
What? It's getting lower.
Apparently, you're not so worried about your own personal safety. Thank you very much.
He says, "Oh, okay then. If that's the case, 4 now, 5 later."
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Acceptable.
Yeah. What do we reckon? What do the trolls reckon?
What do these numbers mean?
Don't look at them.
What about Bob?
Bob is as sharp as the trolls.
So, how many... have you got some shaman friends as well?
He says, yes, one of them just died.
Okay, that are still alive and that?
There should be a couple, depending on if they've come across this statue recently.
Well, apparently we can commit old friends tomorrow.
What Talon sees when she also asks is like, what do the trolls think? You see Flogger counting 1, 2, 3. What's after that?
1.
1, 2, 3. 1. What?
Many.
2, 3. Many, yes.
Yeah. Have you got the quid sticks available to hand over?
He does put 4 crit sticks on the table.
Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not enough.
There are 6 in your protection team, so each of these holds 6,000. Is that correct?
Well, he looks around and says,
pick one up and start checking it.
I can count 5 people here. Says one of them's got twice the amount on it.
Declan will check the totals on each of the cred sticks.
And you see 3 of the 4 have 4,000 on it, and one of them has 8. that the one Desmond takes?
But so Desmond, Tolan. Oh, that's right, yeah, so we don't have Shadowstar with us at the moment, do we?
You do not?
Desmond, Tolan, Wom. Yeah, that's right. So there's only 5 of us actually around, so okay. In my quick mental calculation of numbers of people we had in the party, I had 6, that's why I said 6, but yeah. So,
and you don't have Sokal on the table either, so...
No, that's right. No, that's fine. It was more it was more just the thought that hang on, he the thought the 12 didn't count amongst the good. So. But maybe because when I looked at on the characters you've got up on the screen, there were 6 character players. So, okay, well the 6 of us. Okay, marvelous.
Well, technically, you could demand it for Sokal as hacker support. You wish to do that?
Desmond said there were 6 in the party. He said yes. Well, some of our personnel do not provide personal security. They provide security via other means, but equally valid in this day and age.
Okay.
And certainly,
he hands over a. He takes one of the cred sticks and transfers some more money to it. So you've now got 2 cred sticks with 8,000 and 2 with
total of 24,000.
And 2 with
4. Yeah. So Desmond will take up all 4 cred sticks then after having checked the balances.
Excuse me.
We will see you then at 0300.
By 0300, be here. Thank you very much. He shakes each of your hands vigorously and takes his dessert to go.
I'd like to see him try shake Flogger's hand vigorously.
Well, his hand shakes vigorously. Yours might not move at all.
That's right. He vigorously jumps up and down on the end of your hand.
Yes.
So apparently my cat is deciding that now's the time to curl up on my chest for attention.
Fair enough too.
Well, I mean, he has been meowing at you for like the last hour.
Yeah.
Like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Love me.
Well, ever since I got back from PAX, it's almost as if me not having him on me is a insult.
That's right. Okay. He's been abandoned for 2 weeks. Forever, I should say.
Yeah, forever.
Nearly had people come and stay with him for a few hours each day. So,
How dare they?
That's right. So he's been abandoned forever. Okay. So Declan will upload an image from his eyes of the guy's sort of basically photograph and things like that, and send it across to. Well, I expect that Sokal actually was already looking through Declan's eyes anyway. Assuming Tatiana allowed him in now.
Still doesn't allow him in.
He can't allow him in.
She keeps saying how inefficient he is as a hacker.
Yes. But as I say, he's allowed to look through my eyes.
She sends him copies.
Sends him a delayed feed.
Okay, so,
so
you do get some feedback from both of them saying that Topaz's real name is Platir Fligiton, the owner of Topal's law shop called the Gilding Hand. which exploded in a fireball 3 days ago of mysterious green flame.
Green flame.
The body of a talismonger by the name of Simon Templeman was recovered from the scene, with references to the children of Sophices as this Sophocies.
Sophocles.
Yeah, me and pronunciations, not great.
No,
We all know that.
that's right. That's okay. The book is case yeah. So Simon Templeman, children of Sophocles. Like, what was the connection between those ones?
His body was recovered in the fire. After the fire.
So Simon Templeman was part of the children of Sophocles.
Yes, he was. He's one of the fellowship members.
Fellowship, right? Okay.
Being a talismonger group.
Okay. Yep. Is this Fletcher from the theme or?
So it's Pletr as his name.
Pletr. Okay.
Flegeton. Yeah. And refers to himself as Topal. You can understand why he uses Topal now.
But that name was not necessarily directly associated with the children of Sophocles. Right?
It was not. It's associated with the talismonger shop known as the Gilding Hand.
He owned the talismonger shop. Yep. But he wasn't a member of the. He was friends with a member, Simon Templeton of the Sophocles, but not a member of himself.
He was not a member, and what you do know of the Gilding Hand, it's pretty much the Ganger's first talismonger shop for those who don't have the money to shop elsewhere.
Right, and now they're not available, but so presumably it wasn't necessarily that successful a talismonger shop.
It normally traded it traded in gear, not money.
Yeah. So the fact that apparently he had 54,000 credits to earn on his bodyguard for the next 24 hours means it probably means he's really desperate.
Yep.
Because that's likely most of his savings.
You do know from word of mouth, no one has robbed that store because basically there's nothing to steal. You normally trade it for items and try to get something that is useful for you while getting rid of something that's not.
Right.
And only spellcasters find stuff useful there.
Yeah. But probably not so much anymore.
Well, if you use sulfur or charred items in your talismongering, then you can still find useful stuff there.
Okay. Well, okay, so Desmond will enjoy the whatever might be remaining of his meal. Although I'm assuming we'll probably wait until after the main part of the meal before starting business. But
well, you ended up talking through the meal, so you did have to eat and talk.
Okay, happy with that.
There's some of the reasons why you weren't talking through all of the conversation.
Absolutely. But since the Topal headed off, Desmond doesn't then need to maintain appearances, so he doesn't need to order dessert. and waste more money.
You do notice that nearly half the restaurant is staring at you openly, with mouths open as you're eating this and doing that whole chewing thing as you eat.
Okay, we've got to appreciate the fine meal. Or at least pretend to appreciate it. So Degwood's doing his interpretation of what the hoity-toity would normally do over a good meal.
Okay.
Each bite has to be chewed 20 times. But then yes, okay. He will finish if the others have all finished as well. So, well, yeah. You guys got plans for the rest of the afternoon? I would recommend perhaps getting some sleep if we're starting again at 3 a.m. Well, 2 a.m. by the time we get to actually get here. So, yeah. I'm heading back home again. Anyone want a lift? All good?
Yeah, well, heading back.
Yeah. And Womp, you might want to actually dump your phone too, because I don't know if you noticed your messages this morning, but
Well, didn't get those messages.
Okay.
That was Tatiana reporting to you that
Tatiana stopped them all. Yep.
she had received that many requests sent to your phone about him.
Yep. But yeah, so one Desmond suggests to one, hey, you might want to dump your phone because, not surprisingly, the way you gave out my contact details, there's people looking for you. You may not want them to find you.
Yeah.
Or at least not all of them.
And as you're saying that, you see that your phone's ringing up with an international number, saying it originates from China.
Is this Womp or Dagon?
Desmond.
Well, I'm not aware of anyone from China, so I'm happy to leave it for Message Bank or Tatiana.
Okay, as you watch, a message is converted to text onto your screen. Basically, there is a contact in Hong Kong who has traced your number through contacts, noting down that you are a friend of Womp, and it wishes to reward Womp with something it had discovered in his background, and is offering a finder's fee if you can help him track him down.
But did you recommend what the fee is?
Reminds you of the Nigerian prince scams.
Well, thanks for that, but hey, you can still find out what the numbers are. Because I mean, obviously the Nigerian prince scams mention the fact that, hey, yes, been left millions in the will, but unfortunately, there's no beneficiary. Except for you, or except the other two being the sole beneficiary, or at least I can make you the sole beneficiary. We can work it together.
It does say that that they do have a bequest for him, but it doesn't say how much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, certainly, Dagon will receive the message, but ignore it for the time being.
Though at this point, Tatiana does bring up on there the news that you'd remembered from the day before that you'd received that Georgie had been incarcerated over 8 months ago. That was also news from last session.
Yeah, but we hadn't heard from him at that time, so apparently why we hadn't heard from him was he'd been incarcerated, but we also didn't know which had been incarcerated either. Or at least we hadn't had confirmation, I don't think.
Well, it was the Georgie
Is that right?
who knew one of the Sri Lankan dwarf friend of yours were caught together and incarcerated.
Uh-huh.
So Rakesh was also incarcerated at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you know where they were incarcerated?
The reports didn't say where, just that they had been arrested and imprisoned. And not having an official sin meant that they don't actually have to tell people details, and they don't get any defense lawyers if you don't have a proper ID.
Well, hey, and they certainly don't get embassy help because hey, they're not citizens.
Was it Rakesh smuggling from Hong Kong or something like that, or was that Sri Lanka?
He'd been to Hong Kong and Sri Lanka, though your character's family did also come from Hong Kong as well. So there was family ties to it all.
Great.
Okay, so anything you guys want to do to get yourselves ready for the meet?
Okay.
We didn't get any images of this bloody devil rock thing, did we?
Did not. It just described it. Did not show it.
Yeah.
Would the newly opened stuffer shack in our apartment building have any clothing that would be adaptable to a shapeshifter?
Sure, they have tissue clothing, very easy to rip off.
I probably want something that's got Velcro.
Well,
What I was
your other option would be to buy or get a few sets of flat pack clothing that basically comes from the vending machine, and have a satchel that you can have around your neck.
Yeah, that doesn't sound appealing to you.
When you turn into a dog, the satchel will stay there, and you can, and when you turn back into a human or man, you can pull out one of your flat pack clothing.
Well, I'm sure you can also rig up a harness that hangs over your back in whatever form you're in, and stuff in that.
Would that be the best option?
It would be the easiest option at this stage, and you can easily buy that gear there.
Okay, I will do that. I will get a sort of utilitarian backpack kind of thing and set it up.
Made out of real imitation leather.
That was great.
It smells almost the same as your meal.
Delicious.
Soy is used in just about everything these days.
As tasty as a plate.
Well, hey, all the colouring and dye used to make it look like something else would definitely be tastier than the plate. So yes, you've got yourself
a... well, Dare to explain...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, Dare to explain plans for the next several hours to rest up, confirm with this any other details or things like that from Topal / Flegan or whatever his name is. Actually, it's also maybe worth if there's any other news reports about unfortunate deaths or anything like that from other members of the Children of the Copper Fleas, if Simon Templeman came there and through.
During research into them, nothing springs up in the headlines from our basic search, and they start to do a deep search, which they say may take a couple of days to get back.
Absolutely, that's right. And we didn't know anything about these elves that he was planning on talking to, did we?
He just said elven researchers.
Yeah.
That they could be anyone, especially considering elves are not nation bound. They
Yeah.
are all over.
Yep, okay, and then, yep, they could all plan on getting some rest before a very early start. Basically set the alarm for midnight type stuff. And, remind the others that, hey,
Well,
we'll be
the other thing
heading
is,
out about 2 o'clock.
Yes, Ross?
Desmond, you took note of what the item was, correct? That he's getting rid of?
He heard the description.
Some
Yes.
magical doohickey.
Yeah, but could you get SoCal to do do a search to see if can bring up any history of that item?
I don't think we're going to find much under magical doohickey, which is the extent of what Desmond paid attention to. When it turned out to be some magical artifact that he was a not a wizard, but he was a spellcaster, a spell weaver.
I think I have to log off. I've got to be up at 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, we might call it a night then.
Understandably, certainly the intent was to be finishing up before just confirming whether anyone had any plans for the afternoon, evening, early morning.
The only thing I would be planning on doing is just getting in contact with Ragadash and just organise a time at a later date to talk to him about my current problems.
That would be interesting to
Current
chase down.
problems is what they describe it.
Ragadash, as in
His other
Ragadash,
that's his professor at the university.
oh, okay, right, that's a contact. Yep, happy.
Yeah.
I thought you were actually talking about the cash that we just heard had been in prison for the last 8 months. So,
No.
hey, contact the
Not
body
cash.
But hey, you will find
Okay.
out more next session as we see what happens next. Because hey, if anyone needs a bodyguard, they're definitely going to be charging less than you deserve.
Well, to me, it was more the main reason that Declan wanted to get at least half the stuff up front is because, hey, by the sound of it, he might not live till 3 o'clock in the morning, so we want to get some of the money.
And half is a fair thing.
Absolutely. Especially when half worked out at 80% of the original offer.
Okay, so I will put it on end credits. If you want to chat after that, that's fine. But if you also want to head off before then, that's also fine. So I will do that now, and I will chat to you all soon.
Yep. Well, I'll catch. Yep. I'll catch you guys later.
Bye.